Hello, everyone. So this is your collective reading. I'm using the Dreaming Way Lenormand or Lenormand, if you prefer to pronounce it that way. Again, this one's for Tuesday, November 19th. Tuesday, November 19th. So what is it that you guys need to know? I'm always going for soul healing. I'm going for just literal support for the day, the daily details of life. But what is it that you guys need to know for today? For Tuesday, November 19th. There. Okay. Ooh, the letter. Heart. I've got the little tower again. So it can be all types of clinics. Whips. That's interesting. Fish again. Huh. Tree. Okay, this looks to me like probably some health appointments or something. Yeah, it is that time of year where we want to get stuff done before the holidays, I suppose. That could be it, right? Yeah, it's harder to get appointments during the holidays, that's for sure. So, okay, with the tree falling down here, knighting to the letter, and the pathway, crossroads, but they named it literally, choices, which is what it is. The letter, I mean, if we were going a little bit political, the letter would be votes and the choices would be election. And then we've got all the systems and branches of the government here, still working on it, still counting, bringing through more success. That's just a short little thing, but let me just focus in on you guys because that's really what this is about. On the spiritual level, the Tower card for me is our inner authority and our integrity. The fish is the flow of life, the abundant flow of life, the benign circle of love, connected here with the heart card. And the sun over here connected. Oops, I said I was going this way first. Sorry, you guys. I just started. I'm sorry. So everything I said is still true, but the order, I just, for some reason, just shifted it. But the flow of integrity and boundaries, healthy boundaries, and being in your inner authority, that definitely creates success and vitality in your health. The tree is our health card. The tree is also our karma card and ancestry and lineage, DNA, roots. So basically our health choices and prescriptions, we have to be careful with prescriptions. Most people are more sensitive nowadays, and if there's a repetitive choice to use too many prescriptions, there's always a side effect. So we have to be careful. And the only reason I'm speaking that way is because we've got the snake here, which shows complications. The snake is our card that rules, betrayals on some physical level, relationship level. But, you have to watch. You got to be vigilant and be careful. And it's our Queen of Clubs card, so it's usually a woman, or this is my card in personal readings for, like that third wheel that you don't want to be, involved with. Or if you're looking to see if somebody's true and this card comes up, no, then they're not. True to heart, right? So we have to be careful about abusive relationships, especially with a woman. We have to be careful about repetitive, something with prescriptions. And the only reason I'm speaking that way is, there's another way to read this too. prescriptions, because they relate to the health, and then the choices that can be abusive to the intestines, to the colon, especially the lower colon. Okay, that's right. That's one of the deals. Now, drinking a lot of water is usually one of the things that helps us recover. The Clover card is tons of recovery. Like, let's say you had to be put on, or your doctor recommended, because the tower has to do with clinics, and maybe it's heart medication, and the doctor recommended it, and now you're really realizing what the side effects are, which we should all be like Googling that stuff before we ever take it. Sometimes the side effects are not worth they're just not worth it. And what really would help would be to, the cards aren't here to express that, but my personal experience has been, well, actually, no, I've never been on I don't take allopathic medicine. I never have had to. And I pretty much refuse to. So anyway, that's just me. I'm not a doctor, and I'm not going to ever say you do, what you do. But except for, please do your research. And, back in the day, it was the physician's desk reference. It was like that thick. I mean, I'd even look before I gave my kids antibiotics, But, and then I learned, antibiotics aren't good for anything viral, only bacterial. So, doctor trying to give you antibiotics for a cold, run. Run the other way. So anyway, healthcare choices and prescriptions and reading up and getting information is what will bring success. Otherwise, your intestines are going to pay the price, and we need to love our intestines. We might need to love ourselves through a betrayal. An abusive betrayal from the past may be coming up for recovery. And it could be karmic, and there's nothing wrong with that. You just go through it. It's not. Now, karma, let's talk about karma just for a second, because it's not as simple as, so something happens to you, right? And you're thinking, oh, I must have done this to somebody else. Well, sometimes it can be that straightforward, but usually it's not. Usually it's more about you had a false belief about yourself or others, like just a false belief, like a lot of younger women I remember going through this, like, are there any loyal men on the planet? Do they all cheat, And it's like, no, that was my false belief from my past lives that I had to heal. So of course I would attract cheating men because it happened in my last lifetime, and and I never changed that false belief. I must have died believing that. Otherwise, it wouldn't come in this lifetime. So it can be something like that. It related to any issue. But the sun, this is usually my answer card over here. The sun is all about success and vitality. It's also about revealing the truth. The truth is you are your own authority. There's a lot of inner integrity here. And yeah, if you need to flow in a different direction with the fish card, the fishes are flow. It's a card of abundance, and it means a lot. So there could be a lot of recovery coming up from our old karma that we're just meant to process through, just work it through with the whip. The whip is something repetitive. Maybe we're making a lot of repetitive choices that will lead us to success because something is being revealed to us over and over again, right? There's repetitive revelation. But no matter what it is, the key is always to love yourself through it, whatever it is. whatever it is. And, and be willing to be your own authority when it comes to your health care. You're the only one that can take self-responsibility there. You can argue with your doctor. You can, you can listen to them and then take your own advice, and you'll grow through that. Sometimes they'll prescribe something that the prescription can be broken in half or a quarter of or whatever. That's the thing. I really, really prefer, if you can, healthcare practitioners that are also trained in nutrition, which is something rare. It's not so rare these days, but it really was rare when I was growing up and with kids. So I had to work everything out myself on my own, because it was so crazy. Doctors in those days did not believe that diet had anything to do with health. So that's when I stopped, kind of trusting them. So now I just kind of fight with them. And they go, okay, well, I just thought I'd check in and see if you wanted to do that. I'm like, nope, I'm not doing that. Whatever it was, So, and then other times they're just perfect. Oh my goodness, especially if you need surgery for something, or, just a different point of view. But my point here, my bottom line point is to always take the outer guidance inward and get your own guidance here. Root yourself deeply, and put yourself in your higher self. Surrender your physical self to your higher self and ask your higher self for guidance. But then still, going to a clinic and a health professional to get their written advice, and then you make your own choice that brings success. You can get the best of both worlds that way. Okay, well, that's all I have for today. I hope you guys are doing really, really well. And as always, sending you big hugs. Bye.